You're live. Hello.
Good morning.
Ooh, you know what I just realized I'm going to do? I made us full screen, which I never do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not sharing anything, so I could do that. Did you do it?
Just,
Oh, it made you freeze. Or did it make me freeze? I think you're frozen. Well, hi everyone, welcome. Okay, I hear you. There you are. You're back. You're back.
oh,
Welcome to 2022.
I have a StreamYard song going on in my earphones right now.
A StreamYard song.
StreamYard singing "Have a Happy Holiday" to me right now.
What?
I don't know what's going on. Oh my god, that was so
Oh boy.
weird.
Oh boy.
Have a happy
Well.
holiday from StreamYard.
Wow.
They're
We're off to a
very-
great start.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, welcome to 2022. Already off to a good start.
First 12 days, man.
Hey, I am things to be happy for. Look at my new Christmas mug from
Oh.
Pinky Turzo.
Nice. Well,
Matches
I
my new
mean,
tattoo.
It's kind of like since he passed away, I feel like we have been inundated with some heavy hitter deaths.
Yeah, yeah.
Because his year was Prince and Alan Rickman, right?
And then at the end of the year was George Michael and Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds. Oh.
Hello, Julie
Oh,
King
hi.
Smith. My goodness, I haven't heard from Julie in a very long time. It's nice to see you on here, Julie.
I'm from Georgia. Nice.
Yeah. And good morning, Richard Malmos. I feel like I'm in romper room now.
I know.
Please put
Good
your names
morning,
up.
Richard Balmas.
We'll look at you through our little lens here, our little mirror. We are kind of a mirror reflecting back what we see. Let's get philosophical.
How deep we are.
That's how deep we are. That's what our show's all about, deepness.
Just like really like
We're
thought provoking
yeah.
philosophy.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the first thing 2022 has done to me. It's already done this to me.
What?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, 2020. We're already. What are we? The 12th? 12th? I don't even know. I don't know what day it is anymore.
We're 12 days in. I mean, I was just looking. I was trying to look at the SAG Awards just came out before we
Hi,
get
Chris
into
Hust.
all the deaths.
Yeah.
SAG Awards just came out. We can talk. Let's end with award stuff because that's fun.
Yeah.
Get this.
Get the horrible things out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean like the fact that we are more than double the cases of COVID on this date last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I know everybody's like, well, everybody's going to get it at some point, but you look at these videos of, especially I watched a video of a pediatric nurse right now, and still the babies cannot get vaccinated.
Right.
And she was like in tears and just like, I'm just at my wit's end when I have to tell the parents what's going on, and so if for nothing else, pass it along. I know we're preaching to the choir, but get the vax,
Yeah,
Just do the same things. Wear your mask, it's still... Not everybody is safeguarded from this.
Right.
As far
And not
as
everybody can be.
hospitalization.
Not everybody can be. And, I've been making jokes recently, like, because it does seem inevitable that we're all going to get it. I'm like, oh, I just want to get it. We had a scare last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was just like, I almost was hoping that I would have it so that I would get it over with. But you know what? The truth is, and there was actually, my friend just posted an article about this, not 5 reasons not to get, COVID to get it over with. And, number one is really that you don't want to overwhelm the healthcare system.
Yes.
That is number one. So when I've been saying it is a joke. I don't want it. I don't want to get sick. And you can still get long COVID. That's another reason. We're then not protecting the people who cannot get vaccinated.
And
there's...
God forbid anything else should happen to you, because then you still wouldn't be able to get into many states in the U.S. right now are at their max.
They're overwhelmed.
As far as ICU beds and stuff. So God forbid anything else. You have a heart attack or something like that, you're going to be turned away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some places are turning you away because they just don't have the room for you right now.
Yeah, it's true. So, it's, there, I know that there are a lot, it's kind of like it is in a political, it is political now that it's falling on deaf ears. But, if you can change anybody's mind or encourage them who just have been afraid, some people just are afraid. And I get that. It's scary to it all happens so fast. It is scary. I get that.
Yes.
So some people are just afraid of getting the vaccine. So you can talk to people about it gently and just encourage them. And, all these reasons why it's not just for them, it's for everybody else and for the rest of the world. Also, we're in a country, this is the thing that gets me every day, is we're in a country with how fucking lucky are we that we have boosters. We're at the point where we get boosters when some countries have barely gotten first doses.
Yeah, well, and that's a whole.
And they're clamoring for it. I mean, they want it, and here we are, like, nah, I'm not getting it. Just some people who could get it that aren't getting it, and thumbing their nose at it, and it's just it makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. That stuff just. I know my own family in Mexico couldn't get the first dose for many, 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 many months after we already got it, and that's my family.
Yeah.
So that's that's people I know.
But it is, it's pretty scary out there. Like a friend posted an article from CNN. I think the first day back in Los Angeles County, 62,000 people, teachers and students, tested positive for COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's everywhere. And I know everybody's like, oh, it's just like a bad cold. It's not, though, because the lingering effects are much worse than a bad cold. Like a cold, you're over it very quickly.
It affects everybody differently. Let's just say that. Like, it still is. Like, my friend Lindsay has it right now, and she also has asthma and some other issues.
Yeah,
and
it can be exacerbated.
It's hitting her bad right now, and she's boosted. Like, she's got that. She's triple vaxxed.
Yeah.
She can barely, like, she's having to take big breaths before, between every sentence, so it's, you don't want to get sick, and people can't afford, because there's not really paid leave out here, not enough paid sick leave.
Well, a lot of people aren't in jobs where they can get paid sick leave even.
Right. So even to have, like, it's taking people 2 weeks to get out of this sometimes, if not longer. So be safe. Be careful.
Those are our PSAs. I know it's a downer to start with all that, but this is where we are. We were, we also had hoped we wouldn't be here by this time last year, or this year. But here we are. I'm going to change the subject.
Moving on to death.
Should we move on to death already? I was going to change the subject and say I have you facing the kitchen because we still have Christmas up, and I just started to feel like maybe we shouldn't have Christmas up anymore.
Oh, there's still a Christmas tree up in my living room. It's fine.
It's everywhere in my house, though, as you know.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. After a while, it does start, my daughter's still home from college, so I thought, I'll just wait till she goes back because she loves it. But it starts to really get to me after a while. Really? It's going to make me crazy by then. Yeah. I just want it all back. Everything back. But it's not. So this at least I can pretend like it's not there. Of course, then you have to look at my kitchen.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's a nice kitchen. I'm going to enjoy it for the next several months.
Oh, yeah, guys, there are some big changes happening, too.
There will be lots of changes. Some I can't talk about.
No, I'm talking about me, too. Like, I have a roommate. She's moving out in 7 weeks. So we're seeing what's happening on that front also.
Yeah.
It's very exciting times. I'm a Taurus. I don't like change, so it's very hard for me.
It's funny because I am a Taurus in that I do love my stability and things, but I do love change. I like moving. I don't like the act of moving, the process of moving, but I like setting up a new place. Like that I love.
Yes, that is fun. But
packing up an old place, not so fun.
Like, I just moved 2 years ago, and I'm just like,
I know.
I don't want to move. So crossing your fingers, everyone, that everything works out and I can just stay right where I am.
You will. You'll be able to stay. Putting that out there in the universe. What other, like, let's bring some positivity into this. What other positive things do you want or do you see for this year?
Well, I'm writing a couple of things. I want to I want to shoot them. I want to shoot them. Like just get it done. That's what I want to do.
Good.
So hopefully that happens. And just trying to get in shape, guys. Not in shape, like, of course, aesthetically. I want to be the most beautiful person. But, like, seriously working on health stuff, which I've been doing a lot. And I've also already seen, like, big changes as far as, like, my blood pressure and things like that. So, again, with all the death happening.
Yeah.
And I've already been somebody since I was a kid. Like, I've always thought about my immortality. Like, I was very obsessed with vampires as a child. And, like,
you are Wednesday Addams.
Totally. My mom was so worried. She thought I was, worshiping
possessed
or something, because I would like rent, take out books at the library about Dracula. I'm just like,
we have a mutual friend whose mother actually had an exorcism performed on our friend's sister because she thought she was possessed.
Ooh.
I shouldn't say.
Oh,
it's not my story. I'll tell you off air. I was almost going to say it though.
That nonsense.
But I will say this friend is from New Zealand originally.
Well, I am from Dallas, and that stuff happened in my church all the time. They'd have like these exorcisms, or people I think would pretend to be like devil possessed to get out of class or something.
Oh, I never even thought of that one. Yeah. It was always just like, or a period or whatever. But yeah, devil possessed. Oh, that meant
I pretended
that would
to
have been
speak
fun.
in tongues to not go back to class in chapel once.
You did. You're bold.
What? You're just like you're just saying a lot of gibberish, like.
Yeah, but that's going again, going deep.
They're like, she's filled with the Holy Spirit. We gotta leave her here, and I was like,
Oh my! Now, see, that never would have occurred to me. Of course, I went to public school. That would have really, it would have just been like thrown me in the local asylum. That would have been the end of it. I wouldn't be here right now.
Well, there was also if anybody out there, Stephanie, yep.
Yep.
Stephanie, what was there was a radio show. There was this radio guy who would like cast out demons on the air.
On the air.
Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, get an extra 30 minutes after chapel. Yep.
Wow.
But yeah, there was some guy, I forget what, Bob something, I don't know, but he would cast out demons on the air. It was the whole thing. Wow,
that's a lot. That's a very strong reach to go through the airwaves.
Oh yeah.
And cast out demons.
Devil radio waves can't starve. What? No, that's not right. I don't know science. Don't talk to me about that.
Science. It's too early for science.
No, not Tilton, Dad. He was an evangelist. He was on the radio. You listened to him. You made us listen to him.
This is Claudia's father.
He's also a professional Santa, guys. If
he
you
is,
are interested in a Santa right now.
It's maybe a little late. Yeah, discounted though. Discounted rates. He's a great Santa. I've seen some of these videos.
No, Robert Tilton was an evangelist, and one of those televangelists. And strips poor people out of their money.
Yeah. So when you do that over the radio, are you just casting out everybody's demons that might be possessed listening to you, or is it like sent to one specific person?
Like one specific person. Yeah.
Oh, so they would like say that name,
and you would hear the demons talk back.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure it was all real.
It was endlessly fascinating, though. Really real. I don't know what happened to this guy. Charlatan.
It'd be interesting to look up.
I know. I gotta find out.
Well, that's good. Health. That's good. I'm as I think we talked about just before the year ended. I don't usually do resolutions.
Yeah, I know.
Because then I just feel bad about myself when I don't do them.
You don't do them, yeah.
And then I really don't do them because the shame sets in. It's an endless cycle.
I don't need shame right now.
I don't need shame. No. I don't need it. But I need to get a handle on my physical health. Not that I'm on health, when I go for my physicals every year, everything's fine. The numbers are good. But I do need to exercise more. Hold me accountable, people. Hold me accountable. I need to.
Stephanie. Bob Larson.
Oh, she figured it
That's
out.
his name.
All right, Bob
Yeah.
Larson. Everybody look up Bob Larson.
Yeah, it's
Let's
wild.
see if you can find some old radio shows.
Wild.
Yes, I want to get physically. I'd like to, get back to getting in shape because I haven't this last year.
And it's the most frustrating thing again because this darn COVID, like one of the things that I love the most that keeps me in shape is to go to my dance classes. Mm-hmm. But at
You
the
can't.
studio, well, you can, and you have to be vaccinated and you have to wear a mask through class. You guys, if we can wear masks through a 2-hour dance class, you can wear a mask in the grocery store for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, well, do I still want to take that risk? Because you are still sweating and, you're, moving around. And
Flying
stuff.
around.
So, it's like, well.
Stephanie
yes.
resolves to sell Girl Scout cookies. So, Stephanie, I keep seeing I'm ignoring your posts because I keep wanting to order Girl Scout cookies.
I'm ordering this Friday, and you guys don't have to be local to get Juniper's Girl Scout cookies. They'll send them everywhere. You just have to order 4 boxes at least.
Yeah, there's the problem is that I wanted to order 4 boxes, and that goes against me trying to get in shape.
Well, I'm going to get my Thin Mints, and I think Bill's going to get an order. So if you want to tack on a box of something to put in the freezer.
All right. Maybe some Samoas.
Okay. Because I have to have 4 boxes. So.
Yeah. Also, you can donate boxes. So that's what I was going to get to is I keep ignoring it, but I realize I can do the donate box stuff. So you can donate boxes to go to somebody else. So find Stephanie Dolph Piro on Facebook or Instagram and buy some Girl Scout cookies.
And I'll post to my Instagram so you can follow me there if you're probably already following me. So.
They go overseas to the troops. That's where the donated boxes go. That's right. So yeah, it's a great cause. So send them some Girl Scout cookies. I'll send them my Girl Scout cookies.
And you guys, you put Thin Mints in the freezer and then you crumble it with some ice cream.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
I guess if I start working out, that I can actually
Yeah.
have Thin Mints. Ashton, I hear ya. Still not comfortable going to the gym. That's right. Play basketball, so just do yoga and dumbbells.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah,
you found a way to channel it.
I got a Peloton subscription. I don't have the bike, but they have so many different classes, so it's keeping my mind also. Oh, thanks. Cool.
We're gonna leave that up for a little while.
Yeah, so, there's yoga classes, there's strength classes, there's cardio, boxing, all sorts of stuff. So I've been doing those
That's really great.
regularly. And, yeah, I can already see a big difference in my blood pressure going down. Still not where I want it, but...
Your dad.
Lordy.
Those are made by my elves and won't put weight. Thank you. You have absolved me. I'm going to leave this link up again for those who haven't clicked onto it yet, or go, you can't click on it.
She's almost at her goal.
Type
She's
it in.
close to her goal, so just need a few more boxes, guys. Just a few more boxes.
Yeah. Okay, so awards shows. Golden Globes was not televised this year because they just can't get their act together. My God.
Well, I mean, and I've said, for years, I've always liked to I like to watch the Golden Globes. Especially if Tina and Amy are hosting. It's so fun.
Sure.
But it's kind of known that they can be bought. They just want all the stars there to hang out with them, and
I mean, look, who can blame them?
Right, but there's also a lot of deep-seated racism within that corporation, and so they've been problematic. So NBC dropped them this year, and nobody picked them up to be televised. Meanwhile, it was the biggest year for Latinos at the Golden Globes, and it wasn't televised.
Yep, of course.
Ariana DeBose won for West Side Story. Rachel Zegler won for West Side Story. West Side Story won Best Musical or Comedy. Encanto won Best Animated Feature. MJ Rodriguez won Best Actress. Made history as first trans woman who won for Pose, which is a great series.
Just figures. It just figures. Cannot get it together.
No.
Well, maybe it bodes well. I mean, obviously the TV stuff won't be, but maybe it bodes well for the Oscars.
Yeah, and the SAG Award nominations, I haven't been able to look at them just yet, but they just came out today, and I'm assuming a lot of the same people are nominated.
Yeah.
And hopefully will win as well. Yeah, I've got that Encanto soundtrack in. It's also
It's good.
number one on the Billboard on the charts. Like it's the first
Is it?
soundtrack in I don't know how many years to hit number one on the charts. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. And then like
It's
I
really
think,
striking a nerve with people. I think it's
Yeah,
it's a really
yeah.
really beautiful movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else, but yeah, god damn it.
It just figures.
Yeah.
The Oscars aren't till March this year. Is that right?
March, I think so. Yeah.
March, yeah. So we have some time. Oh yeah, Javier Bardem got in for the SAG this
see.
year. Okay, all right, for being the Ricardos.
For playing a Cuban.
I know. It's funny. Dave wanted me to watch Louis C.K.'s new special with him. I know. That was my reaction too. But he was a friend of Louis, and he's like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." And I said, "Well, what he did was the same thing you think another." Well, I'm just going to say it. Comedian did. Well, I can't think of his name right now. So, Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, well, and nothing's happened there at all.
Nothing's happened to him.
Yeah.
But I was like, but you think he's really disgusting for that? Oh, well, but what
Yeah.
Louis did was not as bad. It wasn't, okay, whatever.
It's probably I don't know a little ginger gross penis just like shoved in your
Stop.
face when you don't want it. It's
Stop. I don't need the visual. I don't need that. Anyway, watch the special. Look, he's a really, really funny guy. He is a very funny man. He was a good writer. He is a good writer, I guess. But I will say, for somebody who's and behind him, the big sorry behind him in lights. Not that he says sorry once, but he does. It's behind him. And it's obviously it's kind of his like, hey guys, I'm back. But I will say, we got in a discussion afterward, and you know how those discussions go. That he does like impressions of non-white people that I found a little problematic. He has a lot of jokes, or some jokes about gay people. It's problematic, and I can't imagine like this is the thing that's not going to get him canceled again. That's
well, I mean, he's not going to
It
get
is
canceled.
funny.
Obviously, I mean, like he started working pretty
Not
shortly
that
after,
stuff. Yeah.
Going back to clubs and stuff. He wasn't canceled that long. So I mean, I just feel like for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I watched his show, of course, and I watched his stand-up in the past, and I have found him funny, and I thought he was funny. But I make the choice now that I'm not going to support it because I don't think that there is an apology, and I do think that there is space for change, and for people to be forgiven and
absolutely
to grow and learn. I don't think that that's happened with him though.
Yeah.
Not from what I've seen and what
Well,
he
no.
said.
From what Dave said, he'll never do it again without a signed and what is it? NDA. I was like, that's not good.
That's not the point.
It's not good. That's not good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, that was yesterday, and then we watched Licorice Pizza.
How was that story not get a SAG nomination for motion picture cast? House of Gucci?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I don't think that there's anything out there.
There isn't, Chris. You're not going to find it. It's from friend stories that Dave was close to this friend who had a story about this. You're not going to find it in the public because it's never been publicized. But maybe I'm starting a controversy now. Sorry, Adam.
For every season.
Anyway, so it's going to be award season. They're coming up. All those SAG screeners are going to start coming for those who are in SAG and get to watch them
Yeah, and I guess if you're an editor, you already have everything.
Everything, yeah. Yeah, and then Dave just downloaded the DGA ones, so, which isn't a lot. I only got 15. That doesn't seem...
Editor's got all of it. Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, well, I think we've covered everything.
No, we haven't talked about the multiple deaths again.
Oh, the multiple deaths.
We kicked off New Year's Eve with Betty White.
Yeah, that was really sad. Really sad. Two very personal ones in this household. That Dave actually worked with Betty and worked with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
So those were tough ones for him, and obviously for everybody else mourning that they loved them. They were beloved. Did I like licorice pizza? I did like it. I've heard very mixed. It's very black and white with people. There's no in between. There's no middle. I haven't heard anybody like, it was okay. Although that's where I am. I'm kind of like, it was okay. It was great. It was good. It's a good movie. It's a well-made film. I personally don't think it's his best film, but a lot of people do think it's his best film. And then some people think it's his worst film. It's really hard to say. As a person who grew up in California, and if you live in the area, in the valley, it's fun to watch for that. There are so many references, and especially like if you're of a certain age. And actually, this takes place when I was barely even conscious. I was only like 5 when this movie takes place. But it's fun to watch for those things, for those references.
I am hearing that from California natives. My friends who are California natives. It seems very nostalgic for everyone. So.
All right, going back to people that were lost.
Okay, so Betty White kicked it off, but she lived a very long and wonderful life,
Yes.
and it was just like she was almost 100. She was right there.
I know. I just wanted her to hold on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But 99 is nothing to sneeze at.
No, and she was, because of you guys, I got to go see the series finale of Haunt in Cleveland, and like the most fun part is to watch in between takes.
Yeah.
Even at her old age, she was just like, she's so on it,
Yeah.
And she did so many wonderful things for animal charities and things like that. So.
And speaking of Betty White, here's just a little plug. Keep posted with us. We will keep you posted, but at some point in the not too distant future, we're going to have some news that is relating to Golden Girls. Just want you to know that.
Yes.
Some very fun news.
And then also, I think there's a movement, like on the 17th for her birthday, to donate $5 to an animal charity of your choice. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a really good thing to do.
Yeah.
And then Sidney Poitier passed away, which is another huge... a legendary actor who I got to wait on when I worked at Cut. He was one of our regulars who would come in, and just lovely and still like the most handsome man, even in his old age, and just very sweet and gracious and quiet. And
I actually didn't know a lot of his history, and yesterday Terry Gross replayed an interview from 2000, and wow, what a life. What a life. Look it up. Terry Gross, NPR. Great interview with him.
Yeah. And then Dwayne Hickman, Dobie Gillis.
He was a friend of yours. Wow.
Well. I'm sorry, Richard. I did
so
read
sorry.
that, and I didn't know that you guys knew him. So
yeah,
his death happened like in the midst of like Betty and Sydney and
Bob Saget, obviously.
And Bob Saget was so unexpected, and it was like he just kicked off his tour, and he had like that sweet post that he was like, I'm happily addicted to this again, and
yes. Yeah.
He was very well respected.
And who else was it? Director. Robert Durst. I don't think anybody's sad about that.
Nobody's sad about that, but man, I was like, remember that documentary series was wild. Like that was
crazy.
Intense.
By the way, just to let you know, Richard, I'm right now looking at Entertainment Weekly and looking at the deaths. Dwayne Hickman is in there in like the first 4. Marilyn Bergman, yes.
Yes,
forgot about Marilyn Bergman. And Peter Bogdanovich.
Oh, Peter Bogdanovich. Yes.
That's what I was trying to think
He
of.
was very prolific. And
Oh my goodness.
His life was just endlessly fascinating to me. So
Yeah. Yeah. There's already so many. It's not okay. But
yeah.
I mean, it happens every year. I know. It's bound to happen. We all die at some point.
Yeah, but it just seems like
we get hit.
like,
Oh,
yeah.
Look, Rona's
Rona.
here. Hi, Rona. If you saw our holiday special, which you can still watch on YouTube, go watch it. It was a lot of fun. Lori was one of our dancers, Rona, and with a great costume.
Oh, yeah,
great
like
hats.
that. Yeah.
I still have them if anybody needs them. Yes, so we honor all of those who have now gone before us. And, let's hope there aren't too many more coming up soon.
Yeah.
Stay healthy, friends. Stay masked. Stay healthy. Spread the word.
Yeah. You can still donate, tipsign.com, Studio C right up there.
Yes, more programming coming this year.
Yes, yeah.
More programming. And if we all play our cards right, at the end of the year, we'll do a live show.
It would
which
be great.
Would be great.
A live show, yeah.
Yeah, we would really love to do a live show. Maybe we could do a live show sooner than the end of the year if everybody really, buckles down.
Yeah.
Do it for us. Do it for us.
I gotta get out of the house.
This is about us. All right. Well, this was an extra long show today.
Yeah.
So thanks for sticking with us. Happy New Year. Find happiness this year. Find some happiness. Being happy all the time is not a real thing. So don't worry if you're not happy. It's going to come. You'll have moments of happiness. Find those.
I'm
Enjoy
rarely
those.
happy. It's okay.
But enjoy the moments that do make you happy. That's what counts.
Yeah.
And stay healthy. And we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.